Have you ever been scuba diving? Well, if you have, you know how it should go. Well, you know, that's not the case of this story. This story is going to be about how it should not go. So, me and my boo, we make it to Hawaii, right? And, you know, we're all like, cool, let's go scuba diving. You know, I'm the one who brought up the scuba diving idea. I brought it up. Like, huge exclamation on that. I brought up the scuba diving idea. And on top of that, the same person that brought it up, which was me, is someone who almost died in water. Literally, I almost drowned when I was like fucking 12 years old from fucking water. Fast forward, me and my boo were on a boat, right? The scuba diving instructor gives us, like, you know, what to do and what not to do, and, you know, he goes over the whole run through, basically giving us some hand signs, because, you know, you can't talk underwater. He's telling us what we can do and what signals to do and all of that. And then he asks us some questions like, are we sick? You congested? Because I lied on that question. I was congested. And I told him I was not congested because, you know, I paid this in advance and I did not want my money to go to waste. So I lied. Anyways, my boo proceeds to the water and she jumps in because that's what the instructor told her to do. Me, on the other hand, I was like, hey, you know, do I have to jump in? You know, because I don't want to jump in that hole. I just think as soon as I jump in, I'm going to die. And the instructor, he's all like, yeah, you got to jump in. So I sat down and I hopped in that bitch. I was not finna jump in that. I refused to jump in there. So while we're underneath the water, he gives my boo, you know, a quick rundown of what to do underneath the water and all of that stuff. And let me just put this out there. We're holding onto a rope so we don't, you know, magically float away, which is what I kept thinking I was going to do. I thought I was going to float away and no one would know. Like, I can't yell. I can't do nothing. What I'm going to do, swing my arms everywhere? Like, I'm underwater. I'm not above water where, you know, if I splash my fucking hand, you would hear it. No, I'm underneath that mud. So, if I started floating away, I'm fucked, bro. What my partner gonna do? She's just gonna be like, what, swinging her hand? She's gonna be pointing at me, and the instructor gonna look back and like, oh shit, Terry's floating away. Like, damn, I would really be that nigga. I would be that nigga lost at sea. Like, I would ruin it for all the other niggas out there. It would be my fault. That nigga lost at sea. Terry. But fuck all that. I refused to fucking float away. So I held on to that fucking rope. Like my life depended on it. Which it kind of did depend on it. But, so, you know, now it's my turn. So I'm going to the instructor, learning what to do and other hand signs and stuff when I get further down. And as I went further down, my ears started aching like fuck, bro. So I told the instructor, let's go back up. And he's like, okay, cool. We go back up. And then I'm like, all right, let's go back down. Go back down. And my ears hurted like shit. It was so much pressure. So I was just like, you know what? It's not meant for me to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm scared of shit right now. Like, bro, if this is another way for me to get out of this, fuck it. I'll take it. Because I'm scared of shit. And this is going to be my excuse to my girlfriend. If she's like, why didn't you come under? I'm going to be like, bro, my ear pressure. Which was true, you know. But, you know, I just didn't want to seem like a chicken. You know, I'm big Terry, not little Terry. So I end up going back up, of course, and then I end up going back, you know, into the boat because I can't go further underneath and that bullshit. The instructor ends up, you know, walking my lady through the sea and all that, fucking swimming her through the sea and shit while she's enjoying her time. You know, I'm just up there on the boat thinking about the bullshit that just happened. One of the crew members is all like, you want to go snorkeling? And I'm just like, are you shitting me? I just got out of scuba diving and you're asking me if I want to go snorkeling. I asked him, I was like, hey, you know, are you gonna come with me? And he's all like, no.
And I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? What did I pay you guys for? You don't want to come with me. I can't swim. What?
Fuck it. No, I don't want to go snorkeling. And he's like, okay. I'm just like, oh, of course, okay.
Of course, okay.
Moral of the story, you know, maybe it's not good to lie when they ask you those questions. But, you know, other than that, being undersea for a little bit was pretty nice. You know, the fish was all magnifying, but other than that, I had a dope time. It was pretty interesting. I was seasick and all that. Love it. I recommend everyone try it. Scuba diving.